Yo, what it do, fatherpreneurs? You're about 80% ready to launch your online community. You've been listening to your boy and you realize it's probably the easiest way to monetize your knowledge, to have something that's easy to explain, easy for your prospects to understand, easy for you to deliver on and fulfill, but you're apprehensive about your ability to actually teach what it is that you know. Now, don't get me wrong. You don't have a question about what you know. Like, you know, you're an expert in that thing. You know, your passion for it, your love for it, like your years of experience. You got all of that down, but you're a little bit doubtful as it relates to your ability to take what you know and convey it to other people in a way that they're going to get results. Trust me, I get it, man. And yesterday, I shared with you how you can buy content, private label rights content, to help you with your curriculums. But let's face it, not every industry has PLR content. So what you're an expert in, you might not be able to buy any content to help you with your curriculum. But never fear, your boy has got your back. What I'm going to show you today is how to use ChatGPT to create your curriculum. But first, you got to know how to train ChatGPT to sound like you. You got to train it on everything that you know, your business, your brand, what you stand for, the audience you're trying to reach, and all of that. And it's incredibly simple to do. And I'm gonna give you the top 7 ways to train ChatGPT and get it to create your content and your curriculum for your online community so that you can launch that thing and start helping people with your knowledge and skill set today. So do me a huge favor, comment in the chat where you're from, drop the name of your business and or your brand, smash that subscribe button, and let's kick it this morning. All right, fellas, it is time for another dope training, and we're continuing with my case. I'm pleading my case for you to get in this online game, man, and start making some money off your intellectual capital. I turned 50 today. A lot of you guys are around my age. In fact, drop your age in the comments, because you've been on this planet for a certain length of time and you've accumulated some knowledge. You've fallen into some passions. You've got some experience and some things that can help other people. In fact, I was just on TikTok earlier today, and a young lady was saying, everybody on the internet is saying there's not enough 40 plus people creating content on the internet. And I'm telling you, you have a unique gift, talent, experience, expertise, passion about something that people not only want to hear about, they're willing to pay you to hear about it if you would just learn how to package it and present it to the marketplace. And I'm here to tell you the best and most simple way for you to package it and present it to the marketplace is through an online community. So I done got excited, man. If you're new here and you don't know me, I'm Cortez Hustle, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur, founder of the Fatherpreneur Success Academy. That is my community, right? I practice what I preach. It's a community for fatherpreneurs just like you who want to learn how to make money online with the information that they have in their head, the skills that they can execute with their hands, or anything that they're passionate about. And I want you to build a passive income empire so you can buy your time back and be a bigger presence in the lives of your family and in your community. So we're going to dive right in today, fellas. Don't be ashamed about putting your age in the comments. Let's see. Big Pritch said, man, big 4-0 over here, right? So big 5-0 in the building as well. Anthony, you've been on this planet for 40 years, bro. You've got some stuff in your head that people will pay you for if you just find a simple way for them to know about it, for them to pay you for it, and for them to access it. And the best way to do that is with an online community. So we've been on this thing. This is part 4, and we probably got 2 or 3 more parts to go, because I really want you guys to get this and understand, A, how simple it is, but how powerful it is to create something that can grow with you as you grow over the next several months, years, decades even, because this technology is not going anywhere. So if you're going to use ChatGPT to help you in any of your marketing, guys, the first thing you have to do is you have to train it. So I'm going to give you 7 tips for training ChatGPT and getting it to create content for you that sounds like you and speaks specifically to the audience that you want to connect with. So number 1 on our list, the first thing you got to get ChatGPT to do is to help you define your brand voice. Start by identifying key aspects of your brand's tone and voice. Is your tone formal or casual, friendly or authoritative? Define this so ChatGPT can reflect it in the content it generates for you. Some of the key identifiers: your tone, your style, your values, right? Here's a prompt. And if you guys want these prompts, y'all know what y'all got to do. Y'all got to join my community, because I'm going to put the replay of today's training with these prompts in the description. So all you got to do is copy and paste. So how can you get ChatGPT to help you with your tone? Simply write this in ChatGPT. I want you to help me create content that matches my brand's voice. My tone is motivational and conversational, with a focus on empowering fathers to build financial independence. I value authenticity and clear, actionable advice. Here's an example of a sentence I would write. So let's do that in real time, y'all. So I'm going to copy that script. And some of you guys are saying, Cortez, how did it know that you talk to fathers and all of that? Well, because I've already trained the GPT that I'm using to create these examples for me. But what I need to now do, I've trained it for my coaching program, but what I want to do now is train it for my agency, because I haven't trained it for my agency yet. And I thought it'd be cool for me to share that with y'all, since I'm sharing with y'all how I'm building my actual community for my agency as well. So I'm going to share my screen with y'all right quick, and hopefully my bandwidth will allow us to get through this relatively quickly, because we got a lot to cover, man, and a lot to do. So here we go. If I wanted to, I could start with that prompt, but y'all know me. If y'all been on any of my ChatGPT trainings before, the first prompt I always start with, this is a brand new GPT. I like to start with giving chat some context about what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to do that first, and then we're going to start rolling through these prompts. So I'm going to say, good morning. I'm looking to build a comprehensive brand document and signature GPT for my marketing agency named Local Biz Marketers. Now, this is the key, y'all. What do you need from me? This document needs to be thorough, as it will become the main onboarding document for future staff. All right. So I always give it context first and have it tell me what I need to give it to make this thing really work and pop. All right. So now it's starting to give me what I need to give it. So it says agency overview. Let's start there. What is your mission and your vision? What is the purpose of Local Biz Marketers? And what long-term goals do you want to achieve? Core values, what guiding principles define your agency's culture and approach? Unique selling proposition, what makes local biz marketers stand out in the market? Why should businesses choose you over competitors? So I need to start pulling all of this stuff in, right? So now target audience, and all you have to do, guys, is answer these questions, or let me help you out with something else. If you haven't really sat down and taken the time to answer these questions about your business and or your brand, ask ChatGPT to give you the answer for the most common blankety blank in your industry. So I can say, I'm not going to ask it what my mission and vision should be, but I could say, what are some common core values that a marketing agency should have? And then it gives me a list of the common core values. I pick the ones that work for me, right? So we got all of this, services and offerings and all of that good stuff. So I'm good to go on that. But we're going to stick with our script. I'm going to start with my brand's tone. So I'm going to use the script that I have, right? So I'm going to say, boom. I got the script, and I'm going to say, I want to start with my brand's voice and tone. So I want you to help create content that matches my brand's voice. My tone is motivational and conversational. So now the GPT that I use brought in what my voice and tone is for my coaching program. I might want that to be a little different for my agency. But I'm also going to say, can you create content in this style? So I'm going to say, instead of writing this sentence, I'm going to say, can you analyze this transcript and create a brand voice and tone analysis for my agency brand. All right, now I have some transcripts from previous videos and trainings that we've done. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to go to my downloads, and I'm just going to pull in one of those documents. There it is. I'm just going to pull that in, let it analyze that, and then boom. So now I'm getting a brand analysis of my voice and tone. What's the next thing we need ChatGPT to do as we train it, right? So step 2 on our list of the top 7 ways to get ChatGPT trained up to sound more like me. It says, provide ChatGPT with brand-specific guidelines. Give ChatGPT a set of guidelines or rules to follow whenever it generates content for your brand, including phrases or words you frequently use, and explain how you approach certain topics, right? So it gives me a sample prompt. Here are some guidelines I want you to follow when generating content for me. Always start with an engaging hook. I like that. That's how I want to start. Use words like fatherpreneur, time freedom, and legacy often. Keep the tone encouraging, solution-oriented, and avoid too much jargon. Can you create social media posts about time management for fathers using these guidelines? So that's a prompt that I could use to get chat to test it and see if it's going to work for what I'm trying to get it to do, right? So If I want chat to sound like me and I want to continue to train it up, then I would go with that second prompt. So let's do that. I go back and I'm going to copy that prompt. And I'm going to throw that in there. All right. And what I like to do is I always like to tell chat thank you as I'm working, or I like to congratulate. So I'll say, perfect. Here are some guidelines I want you to follow when generating content for me. Always start with an engaging hook. And then I'm going to do one more. Try not to use generic cliches, as I don't want to sound like a robot. All right. So boom. Now we're just training it on how to write and sound like me. Fatherpreneurs, feeling like there's never enough time? Prioritize your legacy. Leverage your power hours. Delegate like a CEO. That's good. I like that. Let me know if this needs any adjustments. So you see how I'm having a for real conversation. And when I'm done with all of this, y'all, I'm going to put all of this into a custom GPT so that chat remembers all of this stuff about me, about my brand. So when I go forward, all I got to do is say, hey, I'm trying to do this today. Give me some content, and boom. Hey, I'm teaching this in my online community today. Give me 3 good bullet points that align with our mission and our vision. That's how you make chat your assistant and you still remain authentic to who you are and what you are building, and everything sounds like you. So let's move on. What's the number 3 thing we need to do if we're going to really train ChatGPT to sound like us? Number 3, provide ChatGPT with sample content. What to do? Give ChatGPT examples of your past work, such as blog posts, social media captions, or emails, to help it learn how you write. This will ensure that it mirrors your unique voice in future content. Copy and paste a few examples of your content and ask ChatGPT to emulate this style when creating new material. So here are 3 examples of my writing. As a fatherpreneur, building a legacy isn't about income. It's about the example you set for your kids. When you learn how to automate your business, you gain time for what really matters, your family. Taking control of your financial future means stepping up, even if it's tough. You've got this. Please create a blog post intro on the importance of automating a side hustle using this same style. Now, I probably made a slight mistake in using this because I'm talking like the coach and not like the agency owner. So I will go back and kind of tweak some of those things. Instead of saying fatherpreneur, I need to replace all of that with local business owner. So let me see if ChatGPT can do that for me real quick. Hey, chat, I made a mistake. I want you to model the voice and tone of the transcript that I provide. But for this brand, I'm talking to local business owners. What are some phrases identifying phrases I can use when speaking to this group that will replace fatherpreneur. So now I'm just kind of getting it off of fatherpreneur, and we're going to replace that with local business owners, local business leaders, local entrepreneur, community business owner, neighborhood business builder, local biz pro. Great. Make a note of these as I'll want to use all of them throughout my content. How, and this is a good one too, y'all. How does the top businesses that serve local businesses with marketing services address this community? Always model the top in your industry. So it gave me that. And then I started thinking, wait a minute, how does the top businesses that are already talking to these people, how do they address this community? So personalized service, local SEO, top marketing agencies that service local business often focus on a combination of hyper-local targeting, personalized services, results-driven strategies. They effectively connect with local business owners using terms like community-focused marketing, neighborhood outreach, ROI-focused solutions. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. So that's good stuff. All right, let's keep it moving, man. I know we are running short on time, but y'all gonna get this work today. All right, because we still got to go back and tell it my services and all of those other things, right? That we offer. So number 4, set up a content plan with ChatGPT. Use ChatGPT to create a content schedule for your community, specifically how often and what types of content you want to post. Ensure that it aligns with your overall brand strategy, social media posts, newsletters, blog posts, and video scripts, etc. Sample prompt. I want to post twice a week. One post will be a motivational message, and the other post will be a how-to guide for, again, it's saying fatherpreneurs because that's the GPT that I'm in. Please suggest content ideas for both and ensure they match my brand's motivational and actionable style. So now I just want ChatGPT to start creating somewhat of a content schedule that I'm going to share with my community twice a week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go post in that sample prompt, but this time I'm going to change it up. I want to post twice a week, and one post will be, instead of a motivational message, let's see, one post will be a step. One post will be I would say one post will be social media marketing focused, and the other will be a how-to guide for local businesses to connect with more customers. Please suggest content ideas and make sure it matches my brand style. All right, boom. So you're starting to see that when you're telling ChatGPT what to do for you, you can get hyper focused and you can refine this as much as you want to. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back because I still need this brand document to create this custom ChatGPT. And I want to show y'all how to do this, because if you look over here to the left on my screen, you'll see that I have these GPTs. One says the Griffin Way. That's a client that I work with. The other says iHustle Global. That's for my iHustle University brand. The other one says PLR Profit Society. That's for my digital digital content creation community. And then I have my FSA, which stands for Fatherpreneur Support Academy. That's for the group that you guys are really following me on. Notice I don't have one for local biz marketers. That's what I need to build today. So I'm going to do a slight pivot, even though I said I was going to give you 7. Let me give you the other 3 real quick, and then I'm going to show you guys how to create this custom GPT. Number 5 on our list is refine the output. Fine-tune ChatGPT's output by providing feedback. If a response doesn't match your voice, offer corrections and specific tweaks. Review the content ChatGPT generates and guide it to better match your voice. So always read what ChatGPT gives you all the way through. Make the revisions and make the adjustments so it sounds like you. Number 6, automate content creation using ChatGPT. Once ChatGPT has your tone and style down, use it to automate some content creation tasks. This might include weekly social media posts, blog post drafts, or even email newsletters. Set clear guidelines on how frequently you need the content. Here's your sample prompt. Every Monday, I want to post a motivational quote and a short message to my community. Can you generate a month's worth of motivational posts that match my tone? Each message should focus on inspiring local business owners to get better with their marketing, right? So I just want to show you what a month worth of content will look like. So take a look at this, y'all. Like, this is how you get good and efficient as a business owner, especially those of us who are solopreneurs and we don't have a team yet, right? So every Monday, I want to post a motivational quote. Can you generate a month's worth of motivational quotes that match my tone? Each message should focus on inspiring local business owners to keep pushing forward in their business. Provide it in table format. All right. There's my table. Week 1. I got a motivational quote, and then I've got a short message. So I can take the motivational quote, put it on a fancy graphic like a quote card, and then the message that I post on top of it will be here. You guys see that? And it did 8 posts, so that is really 2 posts. That's really 2 months worth of content. All right. Next, number 7, use ChatGPT for community engagement and responses. You can also train ChatGPT to help with community management by drafting responses to common questions in your voice. This saves time and helps you stay consistent in how you communicate with your community. Here's a sample prompt. Here's how I typically respond to community members. Thanks for reaching out. I totally get where you're coming from. Balancing a side hustle and a family can be challenging. Stay focused on your why and don't be afraid to make small, consistent steps. You've got this, right? Now, I'm not going to do that as a prompt because I think I've got something that's a little bit more important for you guys to see. I want to really tell ChatGPT everything about my business and or my brand. So I need to go up here and it says, I need a mission and a vision. What is the purpose of local biz marketers? All right. So now I'm going to come down here and I'm going to say, let's work on the agency overview. All right. Our purpose and mission is to help local businesses optimize their online presence, increase their lead flow, grow their revenue so they can expand their operation and contribute more to the communities that they serve. We believe local businesses are the heartbeat of this society and want to help them fight to keep their place and compete with the global giants. All right. So now that's the overview. Core values, guiding principles, defining you, unique selling proposition, our proprietary software and creative genius allows us to outcompete larger firms on price, turnaround time, and quality. Please recreate this in a concise manner, but keep all of the core elements. So now I got a mission and a vision done. While it's writing that, I'm going to go back up to the top. What else does it need? It needs my target audience, right? So now I'm going to give it a target audience. And I'm going to say my target is local service-based businesses at the beginning and stabilization phases of their business, usually with 10 employees or less, and between 100,000 to 500,000 in annual revenue. Can you create 3 different customer avatars in different industries that would be good target? So you guys are starting to get the gist of this, right? Use these tools and make them work for y'all. So what's going to happen is when I finish answering all of these questions, I'm then going to tell ChatGPT to take everything that we talked about today and create me a brand document that I could use to train every new person that comes to work for me, to bring them up to speed as to who we are, everything about our brand and everything, y'all. And then I take that brand document and feed it into ChatGPT. Now, here's something else that I want to do really, really quickly. And then we got to get into open office hours for those of you who might have questions, right? So look at the target avatars that they created for me. Home renovation specialist, the name of their business, revenue. They got 8 employees. They're at the stabilization stage. They're struggling to generate consistent new leads, increase lead generation from home seekers seeking renovation projects, independent daycare provider. Then you got the local HVAC service provider. This is perfect for me, y'all. That's my target for my agency. So now I'm going to go back up to the top. So we got a target audience. What else does it need? It needs a brand identity and voice. We already did that. So I would just want to say, based on our previous conversation, create the brand identity, voice, and personality for this brand. Boom. All right. It's going to create all of that stuff for me. What else did it say we need? Nothing wrong with asking ChatGPT what to ask ChatGPT, y'all. Process and workflow, client onboarding, marketing strategy creation. How do you develop strategies for clients? Audits, goal setting, execution. So now here's what else I can do. I can go over to my website. Grab my link from my website. Come back to ChatGPT. And then it created a brand story. Local Biz Marketers was founded with a simple mission to help local businesses survive and thrive in the digital age. We believe that small service-based businesses are the true heartbeat of our economy, and our goal is to equip them with the tools, strategies, and confidence to compete with larger firms. Our proprietary software and expert marketing strategies allow us to offer superior service at a fraction of the price, helping business owners grow their revenue, strengthen their online presence, and give back to their communities. Boom! Nailed it. You've hit the free plan limit for GPT-4. Responses will use another model. Limit resets after 4 p.m. So I don't know what that means because I paid $20 a month for this. But we're going to wrap this up right here, y'all. Give me a 1 in the comments if this made sense to you, if you learned a little bit of something about this. I don't know if we'll have time to do this tomorrow on part 2 because tomorrow I really want to get into how to drive traffic to your communities. So you guys might have to get in the community and get some additional training on this where you can ask your questions on how to finish this up. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you want to join me in open office hours, it's going down in the next 20 minutes, or for the next 20 minutes, CortezHustle.com/open office hours. Hope to see you there. Until then, I want you to get your money up because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. Now hustle up.